You know, one of the saddest things about Connecticut, and many of you will see this in your own children or your grandchildren, Connecticut loses more of its college graduates than any other state in the nation, with the exception of Alaska. We rank dead last for job production of all 50 states since 1991. And we have a governor who, quite frankly, doesn't understand that creating jobs and attracting jobs to this state is job one, it's job two, it's job three. 95 being one of the major things. This road is a disaster. It is one of the biggest impediments to economic development and job growth in all of our state. If you can't get by a certain area, Norwalk, let's say, then how are you going to move jobs up the 95 corridor or up the 85 corridor? We've got to address transportation. And transportation being addressed has got to be a comprehensive approach, including building parking facilities at rail stations where they can be had, including building new rail stations, including changing the schedule on the rail, but also making major improvements on 95 and the Merritt Parkway and the Wilbur Cross and 84. I mean, you know, entrances and exits have to be redesigned. These are 50, 55-year-old designs. People are dying and at the same time tying up traffic. I can tell you, they've been teaching just-in-time delivery in MBA programs in this country for 30 years. We live in a state where you can't use just-in-time delivery because you can't get from here to there. And this is a major issue that has to be addressed in our state. First of all, Connecticut has bid contracts with respect to improvements on its highways for too wide a period of completion. And those periods of completion need to be closed down. I'm going to tell you a quick story about this point. A couple of years ago, maybe 4 years ago, the DOT came to me and said, Mayor, it's time. I said, what's time for what? It's time we're going to close one of the entrances going north on 95 in downtown Stamford. I said, oh, that's interesting. He said, yeah, and we're going to close it for about 18 months. True story. Now, I have 45,000 people who come to Stamford to work every day, and a good number of them are driving. And the idea of having a entrance ramp closed for 18 months, so then I started to probe this thing. And they said, yeah, well, we're going to close it in November, and we're going to work probably through sometime in December, but the exit will be closed. And then we're going to start work in March, and then the contractor has another year to complete the job after that. And I'm at that point, I'm pulling my hair, so I go to war. I go to war with the DOT, and I go to war with the governor. Now, this is the truth. So I go to war with them, and write letters to the governor and the DOT and the Chamber of Commerce and our Business Improvement District. This is what we ended up negotiating. We ended up negotiating a deal, and they had already let the contract, where the construction was done in 39 days. 39 days, as opposed to 18 months. Now that 18 months would have tied up traffic on 95 coming through Stamford for 18 months. It would have affected everyone's lifestyle in the state of Connecticut. Now in that case, because it was after the bid, they ended up paying a $200,000 adjustment to the contract, and quite frankly, a lot of that was to get work done at night and on weekends and everything else. But the amount of money it saved the state was unbelievable. Back to my point. We should hold contractors to whatever dates we think are reasonable. We should bid contracts according to what is a reasonable period of time to complete the work. We need to grow this economy. We need to attract jobs. We need to make infrastructure investment that will allow our state to prosper again. That's ultimately what I will offer to the state of Connecticut, and it's why I'm in the exploratory stage as we appear before you.